Good morning, everyone. Today we have two teams, and we are going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of cryptocurrency. First of all, I would like to introduce you about the definition of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency or virtual or digital currency are a kind of currency that use cryptography for security, and it's controlled by blockchain, the most trusted system that allows you to send and or receive money from others without turning into third-party services. And essentially, cryptocurrencies are limited entries in a database that no one can change unless specific conditions are fulfilled. And the most popular and valuable kind of cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. Today there are thousands of alternate cryptocurrencies with various functions of specification. Some of these are clones of Bitcoin, while others are forks or new cryptocurrencies that split off from an already existing one. Next is our opinions about the disadvantages of cryptocurrency that prove our idea that we should not use cryptocurrency. The first drawback from this kind of currency is that about its scalability. While the number of digital coins and adoption is increasing rapidly, it is still dwarfed by the number of transactions that payment giant Visa processed each day. And when it is compared to other players like Visa and MasterCard, the transaction speed of cryptocurrency is lower. So until the technology is massively scaled. And the second drawback is about crime, because this is a kind of digital and technology, so it is really easy to be fall into the hands of hackers. Actually, we have the fact that this summer we already seen the evidence of this, with multiple ICOs getting breaches and costing investors hundreds of millions of dollars alone, this summer alone. So it is really risky when we use digital medium exchange. And the next is two other drawbacks.
Okay, so apart from these two drawbacks, we also have two more drawbacks. That was the disadvantage of using Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. So because it was brand new kind of financial system in around this year, so they have a very weak regulation. When the criminals could use the Bitcoin to like hiding from their illegal activities, they got ability to rob the transfer of the digital money to hide from the original source of money or where it's coming from. So it can lead to the criminals' activity like money laundering, drug trafficking, and terrorism. When they are using the money from and hiding the source of the money, they can easily transfer money to buy drug or even murder for hire. So for the terrorism, because they can hide all the source of the money, so all the terrorism group, they can send their money to around the world to a lot of other places in the internationals, so they can raise the terrorism inside the financial system.
The other drawback was about the volatilities. Bitcoin was a new kind of currencies in financial system, so it has a speculative investment. Based, according to European Central Bank in 2012, they said that the evolution of Bitcoin exchange rate show how an immature and illiquid currencies can almost completely disappear within minutes, causing panic of thousands of users. So investing in Bitcoin was so risky, and the value of Bitcoin was fluctuating all the time, and the users can never be certain of their investment. It's also very unpredictability. When the Bitcoin was first introduced, their currency's price was really low, and its cost just 30 cents, but it quickly rose into $32, but dropped again. So it's very, very fluctuating and really hard to predict. It's also irreplaceable because it was made based on the series of zeros and one. So if there was something happen like losing or being hacking, the code of the Bitcoin cannot replaceable, and they can lose everything based on that series of code. Last but not least, the users has to bear all the risk because the Bitcoin was so risky, so it had lack of acceptance by all the country, by a lot of country. It's only available for some country only, so you cannot use the Bitcoin for other transactions if you want, if the system is not able to use the Bitcoin. So it's really hard for the users to use the Bitcoin to invest. That was our drawback.
Okay, thanks for the drawbacks presented by Hoàng and Thảo. And now I will display my ideas against the thought that the cryptocurrency is harmful to the economic status, therefore it should not be banned. The most important and the most obvious characteristic that the cryptocurrency possesses, which will lead to its widespread abuse, is that it makes transactions more efficient and with low cost. The board member and former chairman of Overstock.com, Jonathan Johnson, stated that the cryptocurrency does indeed make doing business easier. And this is the saying of his related to the cryptocurrency, and I quote that he indicates that by using the cryptocurrency, he acquired a smaller amount of fees than the credit cards. So for him, this is a much cheaper way of doing business. And aside from making the business run smoother, the issues of securities has been a fundamental one for the cryptocurrency since its development. Take Bitcoin as an example. The Bitcoin itself is very difficult to hack, and this is due to the blockchain system that support it. And as blockchain system is constantly being reviewed by the Bitcoin users, so hack is unlikely. You can also understand like this. There are no main server in the cryptocurrency. Each portable device like PC, like smartphones, tablets, or computer can act as one server. And in order to get into the system, you have to have different combinations with different transaction code that could change over time or over a period of transactions. Therefore, in order to use the term hack, you have to get all the information registered in the accounts, or you have to have the combinations and the transaction code from that portable device. And that is my opinion of against the idea. So we now move to Tiang.
Now we will moving on to two reasons why we shouldn't ban the cryptocurrency. First reason is fast. Why? Its confirmation is a critical concept of a cryptocurrency, whereas banking transactions nowadays can take a day to confirm. And just if we're using the cryptocurrency transactions, it only takes 10 minutes to an hour to confirm it. Moreover, the transactions of cryptocurrency can transact the far geographic areas with low cost, low fees, with low chance of human errors, and higher privacy and security. Next. That is not inflationary. I think this is the main reason why we shouldn't ban the cryptocurrency. First is an emerging technologies, is various digital currencies, and mostly it's the system was designed to not be inflationary in the long run. The cryptocurrency had many aspects contribute to non-inflationary. First, they set the limit on the total coin will be kept existence. Like, for example, the Bitcoin, the total number of Bitcoin can reach 21 million coins. And second, there are controls and technique to ensure the process of the coin can be controlled and predictable over the times. That means we can accurately predict the total number of Bitcoin in any time. And last but not least, there is no money issuing agency to decide how much money we have to print. There's the fiscal policy to decrease the value of the money. That's what the two main reasons I think we shouldn't ban the cryptocurrency. And thank you for listening.
As you have said that cryptocurrency is really fast and you can change the money within 10 minutes, right? But I can see that cryptocurrencies has no like review or payback button, which means if you got a wrong transaction, you cannot change it. So, because it's really fast, so you cannot fix your problem. So how can you solve that problem?
As I said, the confirmation is a critical concept of cryptocurrency. Before we do transactions, we have to confirm it. So if we have completely or exactly confirmed it, we have to be. So I think the payback or the change or we change my mind is not necessary.
I have a question. We just have to move to the terrorism slide. Okay, so as you indicates that the cryptocurrency can be attacked by terrorism. So my question is, how can the terrorists attack the cryptocurrency when there is no main server? And if they try, I think it is only a small scale attack. So how can you answer the question that the terrorism attack the cryptocurrency?
Okay, so in my opinions, I have said that terrorism didn't attack the cryptocurrency, but the cryptocurrency caused the terrorism because they can help terrorist group transfer the money without that they can hide the original source of money by money laundering. So cryptocurrencies can help the terrorisms to develop, not attack the.
Yeah, that's fine.
Any other questions?
No.
Audience? I have a question. How should cryptocurrency be regulated if we accept it in everyday life? Both teams can answer. How should we regulate cryptocurrency?
The first, okay, to answer that question, at this moment, at the moment, the cryptocurrency only accepted by a significant amount of vendors. So because the expectations of users and investors still have some doubts towards the cryptocurrency. So in order to be accepted daily and use it as a daily transactions, I think that the cryptocurrency should be regulated as alongside as the credit card, and the transaction should be regulated at a significant and specific amount of money in order to I think I only got to that.
To my point of view, I think cryptocurrency should be regulated when the government allowed to use it, involved in the system to control it. I mean, they should have the allowance in blockchain system so they can control a part of it. And this kind of currency should be used in only high-tech governments or countries to avoid the further drawbacks.